Coming up on Mountain News this morning, in Eastern Kentucky College prepares to host a job fair perfect for truck drivers in our area. And in agriculture, experts in our region aim to help increase bee populations here in the Commonwealth.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Keaton Hall. The time is 5:30. Let's throw it over to Brandon Robinson for a look at our forecast.
Well, so far, Keaton, we're doing pretty good. So this morning, we're going to be seeing some sunshine here in a little bit. We'll see some cooler temperatures this morning, but the heat will be back before you know it. For all you fans of summer that have missed the heat and humidity, don't you worry. It's right around the corner. Let's take a look, see at the cameras this morning. I-75 at Corbin. No big issues down that way this morning as daylight's starting to break here in the next few minutes. 50 in Wise, 58 in Prestonsburg, 48 in Clintwood, 54 London, 52 Williamsburg, Hazard 2, 57 Jackson, Moorhead and Ashland, 53 in Harlan this morning, 63 in Paducah, 70 the hot spot in Louisville, across the river, 57 in Cincinnati, 54 in the Tri-Cities, a pair of 60s in Bowling Green and Nashville. Your 12-hour planner today, starting sunny, getting cloudy toward the afternoon hours, and then rain chance to return as a cold front approaches tonight. Sunrise basically 6:11 this morning, so basically 6 o'clock. That's why the sunny icon is on the 6 o'clock on the breakfast forecast. And sunset tonight will be at 8:54. Keaton?
Thank you, Brandon. We've got an update on a crash involving 3 cars that killed 1 person Wednesday in Knox County. Kentucky State Police say they received a call about a crash on Kentucky 11 North. Once they arrived, troopers say 67-year-old Frank Doolin was pronounced dead at the scene. During their investigation, they discovered that 63-year-old Eddie Vaughn tried to pass Doolin's Jeep and swiped Charles Hill's car traveling in the opposite direction. Troopers say Hill lost control, crossing the center line and hitting Doolin's car. Vaughn was taken to UK Hospital and Hill was taken to Knox County ARH. Their conditions are not known. The Pikeville Police Department is asking for your help locating 2 suspects involved in a motorcycle chase. Officers with the Pikeville PD tried to stop a man and woman on a motorcycle without registration plates on Hambly Boulevard on June 6, but they got away, running a red light and driving towards US 119. Pikeville PD posted photos on social media shortly after, received tips from people in the community, and confirmed the driver and passenger's identities as Tyrone Davis and Holly Bates.
Wasn't very long after that police department got tips on who they were, confirmed them, and obtained warrants, arrest warrants for the male operator.
Officer Khan says if you know the whereabouts of Davis or Bates, to call the Pikeville PD or message the Pikeville PD Facebook page. Wednesday night, the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team received a 911 call from a woman hiker saying she could hear someone yelling for help. Members from the team went out to search the area and were met by the Powell County Search and Rescue Team. Together, they found a hiker who got lost, was dehydrated, and sustained an ankle injury. During their investigation, they were able to determine that the hiker they found was the one originally asking for help. Work is nearly complete on a brake repair project in the Red River Gorge in Powell County. Kentucky 613, also known as North Fork Road, is temporarily closed to traffic next week to complete any last repairs. Drivers will need to find an alternate route between June 13th and the 17th. The road will be open this weekend for those wishing to travel through the area. And drivers who use Kentucky 594, also known as Moppin Hill Road in Estill County, should be prepared to find an alternate route beginning Tuesday. The road will be closed to repair a break in the pavement. Work will begin around 7 a.m. on Tuesday. No marked detour will be posted, but drivers can use Kentucky 3328, also known as Red Lick Road or Wisemantown Road. Hazard Community and Technical College is hosting a truck driver job fair today. Anyone who's interested in becoming a truck driver can attend. Officials say you will not have to have a CDL license to get a job. Dean of Community Workforce and Economic Development, Keela Miller, says companies will be eager to hire people seeking a job.
Since COVID, there has been a drastic shortage within the logistic industry for CDL drivers, and so every company is feeling that hurt. But on the flip side, we do still have a lot of job seekers within the region that are looking for good opportunities.
The event is from 11 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Technical Campus. The USDA is putting federal employees in Eastern Kentucky. These liaisons will help local governments and municipalities navigate federal resources. It's all part of a new initiative, the Rural Partners Network.
Kentucky is one of 5 states chosen to take part in the Rural Partners Network, a new federal program to help rural community leaders fully utilize federal resources by putting federal liaison officers in those communities.
We're looking forward to having 2, not 1, 2 dedicated USDA staff that's going to be based in Hazard, who are going to be there to help us navigate the federal government.
On Wednesday, Xochitl Torres Small, Undersecretary of Rural Development for the USDA, held a roundtable meeting with Eastern Kentucky leaders about the program and what it hopes to achieve.
Kentucky was selected specifically, one of 5 states, and the communities that were selected, it was both about some of the need, the persistent poverty and the challenges, but also about the opportunity and the commitment that we saw on the ground from local partners.
Kentucky Highlands Investment Corporation led the charge to get the RPN to Kentucky, focusing on 9 counties, encouraging local leaders to communicate with the community liaisons when they need help moving forward.
By having someone local on the ground who can also be the front door to the federal government, to be able to, even if the problem isn't with rural development, with USDA, but somewhere else, helping to navigate some of those challenges.
The RPN is a whole government initiative. While the USDA is the leading program, the Department of Education, Housing and Urban Development, and the Department of Labor are just some of the federal departments working with the program.
Our challenges economically, it's persistent. I mean, it's part housing, it's part education, it's part jobs, it's all of those things. If you don't address it from all angles at the same time, you're not going to be able to get it to work.
Bringing more attention to rural issues by putting boots in the bluegrass.
At least 2 federal officers are set to be placed here in Hazard. Across the nation, pollinators like bees are becoming scarce, but local agriculture experts are aiming to start more beekeeping associations across the region. Soon there will be new beekeeping associations in Leslie and Bell counties. With all of the ways pollinators benefit our daily lives, local extension office agents like Aaron Redmond says creating and maintaining these clubs is important for the future of agriculture.
There is an epidemic. We're losing a lot of pollinators, so hopefully we can bring those back and get some more production going, even for commercial or air vegetable growers.
If you're interested in learning more about beekeeping or to even acquire your own hive, Redmond says you can contact your local UK extension office. A new business in Paintsville is dashing around to caffeinate the Commonwealth. Dashing Suns, a mobile coffee and caffeine shop that started in Paintsville, is hitting the road to bring coffee drinks, specialty Red Bull zingers, Italian sodas, and more to those looking for a little boost. Owner Victoria Childers says the shop is her fun take on the food truck craze that many are currently jumping on board with.
Everybody loves it. It's just something about it that's just fun. It's like, it's different. So to be the only one that has like drinks and stuff like that solely, everybody just thinks, oh my God, that's the coolest thing. Plus, I mean, they're really good, so that helps a lot too.
The truck does events and pops up at places around the region. To find out the schedule or how to book Dashing Suns for an event, head over to our website. The Appalachian Center for the Arts in Pikeville has invited kids out to learn about backstage and technical aspects of theatrical production. WYMT's Jordan Mullins has more from the App's Tech and Design Camp, where a group of kids are hard at work putting together their very own stage production.
The Appalachian Center for the Arts is hosting a Tech and Design Camp. The camp, which started Monday, aims to give the next generation a place to learn the ropes when it comes to working backstage at a theater.
We're touching on all the elements from stage management to sound to lights to yesterday we did costumes. We're working on set. Tomorrow we're going to learn paint techniques.
From lights and sounds to set building and costuming, these kids are building new skill sets.
I think that it's a good thing for, as an actor, to have different sets of skills. So the Tech and Design Camp, I think, helps with that.
And having new experiences, building a show from the ground up and seeing it hit the stage in the near future.
Last month was my first ever play, and that was the first time I've ever acted in my life. And I wanted to see what the other people felt before the play started and how they felt making the set.
Allowing the kids to express themselves in a safe environment.
You can express yourself in many different ways and use your talents in many different ways in theater and in the arts. If you know how to paint, if you're interested in just creating things or even taking things apart and seeing how they work, there is a use for you and a need for you.
Building confidence and providing valuable lessons for a future in the arts. In Pikeville, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Daniel said the kids are working on the set, lighting, sound, and more on the upcoming Jungle Book Kids production, which will be showing at the App on June 17th and 18th. Just ahead this morning, an employee with an odd job gets a raise from his superstar boss as inflation becomes sky high.
The cooler temperature trend will continue into the weekend, but summer fans, fear not, the heat is just around the corner. I'll have more on its return in about 3 minutes.